All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Q. It's Chris, tech savvy agent. I've been all over, meeting all kinds of people. March is basically National Trade Show Month, and I've been on the road, but I wanted to get back to basics, do another just straightforward episode of The Q. What we're going to cover this week, excuse me, we're going to talk about some books that number one, I'm going to give away, and then number two, I'm going to recommend that you guys pick up. So I've had a chance to meet some really, really top-notch authors at these conventions, and just brilliant guys, and they're not real estate guys, but I think that's the point. The whole world's changing, not just our industry. The other thing we're going to talk about is called send-out cards, and I recruited my good friend Michael McClure at Professional One because we talk a lot about new media, but we're also talking about a physical book, and as much as Mike is into Twitter, he's actually going to talk about a direct mail option that definitely makes sense called send-out cards. The other thing is some of these phones, you guys know, there's all kinds of good cameras in these things now, but are they quite good enough to do full video? And there's an add-on for the iPhone called OwlE that I think you guys are going to be really impressed with. I got a hands-on demo with an agent that's using it. And the last thing is sorting Hootsuite or Twitter by clout. And I actually got to meet the people from Hootsuite at the ERA convention, and it's an upgraded feature. It's like $5.99 a month. But when you guys see what it can do for you as far as connecting with the right people more quickly, I think it's actually a no-brainer. So that's the week that we have here with the Q. Up first, my man Gary Vaynerchuk wrote a book, you guys. I've been promising to give this thing away, The Thank You Economy. And I got 5 copies, you guys see. I said I'd give away 5. I didn't even get the soft back. I got the hard back. So I'm giving away 5 of these things. I'm going to link that up below. I'm giving them away this week. So it'll be your last chance to win one of these. Gary's an awesome guy. Got to see him speak twice this week in pretty intimate settings. And just an awesome guy. This book is a book that you guys all need to read, and you all need to give one to your broker, by the way. Number 2, C.C. Chapman. C.C.'s an awesome guy. If you guys have never heard of C.C., he wrote a book called Content Rules with a nice lady named Ann. But if you're looking to get into kind of content creation, I had a chance to hear C.C. speak. Brilliant guy. So what I'm going to do is 5 copies of this, plus the copy I got from C.C., actually signed, by the way, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to give away all 6 of those at the end of the week this week. And then the last guy that I got to spend some time with, who's also got an amazing book, I don't have the hard copy, but here's the iPad. Chris Brogan is a guy that wrote a book called Trust Agents, and I'm going to link up to that book as well. Just good stuff by good people. So definitely kind of like Book Monday or whatever, but these are the guys that I'm following, and they're consulting huge corporations. And the bottom line is we have an opportunity with all this new media, but we got to do it right. Books like this, guys like Brogan, hopefully myself, are helping you guys do that. First up, though, after the book, my man Mike McClure, he kept sending me these cards in the mail, and we're always communicating on Twitter, so I thought it was interesting that he was still using direct mail. But the direct mail that he sent, it was beautiful because it was completely custom and catered, and it obviously went just to me. I think that's part of the challenge with direct mail is when you get 500 things that look the same, your lead conversion or your response rate to that marketing is not going to be as good. But what we figured out here is with this program called Send Out Cards, it's an awesome tool. So I'm going to pass it over to Mike, and he's going to explain exactly how it works and why he's bought into it.
Hey, this is Michael McClure at Professional One on Twitter, Professional One on Facebook, and I just wanted to say hello to everyone at the Q, to everybody at TechSavvyAgent.com, TechSavvyAgent on Facebook, Chris Smith. Thank you for inviting me onto the Q today. I want to speak very quickly about a product that I really believe in and have been using for a couple of years. This product is called Send Out Cards. Now, I may be confusing you here for those of you that know me because I'm quite outspoken against the use of print media. I just don't think it produces good return on your investment. This is the one exception to that, and I say this for a couple of reasons. One is because of the super high quality of these cards. Let me show you one that I made. It's really super high card stock. You can customize it, put in your business card, your signature. You can even load your own font based on your handwriting or your printing, so everything really comes out looking super custom. Also, it's a very good bang for the buck. If you were to try to duplicate this on your own, you could never afford it. It would cost you way too much money, but because of the economies of scale of Send Out Cards, you can get these cards at razor-thin margins, and they do everything in terms of fulfillment from design all the way to mailing. You just go onto the site, you create your own card by uploading photos, which is super easy, or choosing one of their preloaded templated cards, and then you just literally go in, type your message, hit send. It's that simple. You can upload all of your contacts using a CSV, real simple. There's a tutorial that shows you, a video tutorial that shows you how to do that. So, 15, 20 minutes after you start, you got everybody uploaded into your database. You can sort based upon contact type, whether you're recruiting agents like I am, or selling houses and you have a farm, or just keeping in touch with your past clients. This is absolutely ideal for real estate professionals, in my opinion. So I hope you'll give Send Out Cards a look. Again, I've included the link here. It's my affiliate link, but I would ask you to check it out. See if you like it. You can even create a test card for free, so you can send a card to yourself and see what you think of it. But I'd ask you to give it a shot, give it a look. Chris Smith, Tech Savvy Agent, The Q. Keep on rocking, keep on crushing. Thank you so much for including me here today. I look forward to seeing everyone soon.
Awesome. So the point would be that, you're still not going to the store and buying the card. You're doing it all from your computer, but there's definitely this kind of, when people pull back on their marketing, they always look and see what wasn't working, and historically direct mail doesn't work. So I think it's a great option, and again, I've gotten a few cards from Mike, and I know that when I got those cards, it really made me feel great. So think about that option. We'll link that up below. By the way, I'll link up the book contest below. Next up is called OwlE. And OwlE, if you see it on the side there, it's pretty insane. It's basically got a like a wide-angle lens, an external mic option, but it's an iPhone. So you're putting your iPhone, and I'm sure they're going to have these for the Android. When you have a device that does 720p, there's just a couple things you have to build around it if you wanted to use it for all of your video. And OwlE's done that. So this is a really cool option. I got a chance to meet a gentleman named Chuck Etheridge. I was in Seattle for Agent Reboot, and he gave me a quick demo of the OwlE, and I think it's worth taking a look at. So let's take a look at that. All right, guys, I'm here with my man Chuck Etheridge. We're in the queue. He's got this crazy-looking thing. It's got an iPhone in it, but I thought it was pretty innovative. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this thing, Chuck?
Yeah, this is a Bubo by a company called OwlE, and it is just a place to attach your iPhone. It'll fit an iPhone 3rd generation or 4th generation. It comes with a macro and a wide-angle lens, an exterior microphone. You can use the one they send you or attach others. It's got little places on all 4 corners to attach it to a monopod or a tripod for some added features. Threaded so that you could use, you could attach full SLR lenses to this if you'd like. There are folks filming TV shows and full videos on it.
What do you see yourself as a realtor using it for?
We're doing a lot more video this year. We've got into video thanks to Darren Persinger and have been really leveraging that in our business, and this is just going to make a lot of that easier, I think.
Can we see the back as well?
Sure. The iPhone
so the iPhone's in there. And it's got the mic, it's got the wide-angle lens.
Yeah.
The iPhone just pops out.
Just pops out, yeah.
So it's kind of like a stabilizer bar, better audio, wide angle,
right?
SLR if you want it.
It's got a cold shoe here. You can attach some additional lighting, batteries, or flashes. Do
you have any video or pictures you took today?
I do.
Can you pop it open real quick, if you don't mind? Pop into one of the videos that you took.
Sure.
Maybe we'll see if we can notice a difference.
These were all taken on here. It doesn't work well flash because the flash is there and it bounces back. I learned that the hard way.
But look how much more of even like the room you can see.
Right, the wide angle is awesome.
Normally you wouldn't see the ceiling and all that stuff. Cool.
Yeah, the wide angle is great.
Well, thanks for sharing this with us, and Where did you buy it? Online?
Bought it online through OwlE's website directly. Yeah.
OwlE?
Correct.
All right, cool. Chuck Etheridge, hit my man up. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thanks, Chris.
Cool. So that's awesome. So if you guys have any questions on that, I mean, I know that probably about 30 to 40% of the audiences I'm speaking in front of have an iPhone, and a lot of them are looking to get into video. So that could be something where you spend a little bit on the add-on, but it keeps you from having to do a whole nother camera. The other thing I love about that is it's really nice to be able to film on here, because then you can upload it to YouTube without actually having to plug in like a USB or put an SD card in. So definitely take a look at OwlE at Chuck_Etheridge. If you guys watch this, hit him up, tell him thank you, ask him any questions you have on Twitter. Last thing we're going to talk about here is clout. So I got a chance, I was so excited at the ERA conference. You guys know I'm a big Hootsuite fan, and so I got a chance to meet actually one of the top guys at Hootsuite. He was speaking there, and he showed a really cool feature that I had never seen because I've always used the free version, but he showed part of what comes with the pro version, which is $5.99 a month. But as soon as I saw this feature, you know, my mind started spinning, because the concept of Twitter and all this new social scoring and, you know, are you engaging with the right people? Are you making genuine relationships? Well, clout's a pretty good determination of how much people really engage and participate on Twitter. So the concept would be, if you live in a certain market and you wanted to kind of connect with the people that are really on Twitter a lot, that actually have some influence in the geographic area that you live in, you can do that. And I did a quick video on this to show you guys. I used the example of Washington, D.C. So check this out. I created a column for D.C., and then now, because I have a pro account, I can drop down, and I'm just scrolling through, but you guys can see there's a ton of stuff where people are tweeting and putting pound DC, or it could be pound Orlando. So you can see all these different people. I don't know if they're you know, on Twitter a lot. I don't know if they're just random, if they're bots. But if I drop down and I go to filter by, notice how it's got clout score. So I could actually say, well, let me see everybody that used that hashtag, but let me make sure they at least have a clout score of 50 or higher. And now all of a sudden, I don't have that huge list. These are all people that are definitely engaging on Twitter and in social media. So if I pop any of these people open, you're going to see she doesn't have a ton of followers, but she's updated her status 10,000 times, clout score of 60. You can go through all these different people, and now they're kind of not the people that matter. That's a bad way to say it, but they're the people that are definitely engaging in social media more frequently. Plus, they're obviously in your backyard if they use that hashtag. So the ability to sort Twitter, not only now by keywords, but also by influence. Man, if I was new to Twitter and I lived in a market where I was hoping to, you know, connect with the right people and learn how to do Twitter the right way geographically, that sort by clout feature to me is a huge deal. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well. But I think it's a huge deal. Thanks to Hootsuite for showing me that. Once I saw that, I went ahead and upgraded to make sure it was worth it. And I can tell you guys that you get a lot of additional features that are amazing. So that's it for the Q this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Pick up the books. I'm going to link up the link below to win the Gary V and the C.C. Chapman book. Definitely take a look at Clout and Hootsuite and kind of how to sort these streams by the people that really engage a lot. Thought the iPhone thing was super cool. And then thanks to Mike McClure for the send-out cards. Definitely something you guys should check, and I'll link to that below. If you're still watching at this point, thank you so much. Take a second, share this on Facebook, share it on Twitter, email it out to your office. Chris, the Q, Tech Savvy Agent, signing off.